Hi, welcome to Caribou Country Lifestyle. My name is Cheryl, and today I just wanted to bring you along to let you take a look at what I had planted last Sunday. So I planted some different kinds of microgreens. I did a kale and a sunflower and also the peas microgreens. And I just wanted to show you what has been happening in the last week. So as you can see here, this one here, this is the kale, and it has just been growing quite a bit. I could start trimming some of this kale out, and what I can do is add that to salads, sandwiches, wraps, anything like that. Then here in the middle, these are the peas that I started, and they're coming along. But the sunflowers, they have probably taken the longest to get started. And I ended up pushing a lot of those sunflower seeds further into the dirt to get them going. But the peas are coming along. I'm going to wait until they are about 3 or 4 inches high. But like I say, I could start trimming some of this kale microgreens out and adding that. And over here I have my jalapeno peppers. These jalapeno peppers, I actually brought these in last year at the end of the year. All I did was I picked up these tubs, brought them into the house, put them in my basement, and I had them over in front of the patio doors, and I wasn't sure how they were going to do. I did this last year, and I did not come down here on a regular basis and make sure that they were getting watered. I was coming down here probably once every couple of weeks and throwing some water, and I wasn't sure that they were going to make it either. Now, something that I was supposed to do and I forgot to do was prune them back quite heavily before, leaving them here in the basement to overwinter them, and I didn't do that either. So I had noticed, because I thought I was just going to end up throwing them out like I did last year after the summer, and I didn't think that they were going to make it. And then I noticed I was getting some green on my plants. So I ended up pruning them quite a bit, took off all the leaves. All there really is just the stems, but I'm going to bring it in closer and show you the green that's coming in on my plants. So if we take a closer look, you can actually see I have some growth here, a little bit here. I have some coming in on there. And then on this one, I have a leaf coming in there. And then over here, I have some growth coming in just where the pocket is, mostly where the leaves were, and that I had cut off. I just didn't cut where I seen that I had growth coming in. So that's that container. Now on this container, I'm not seeing too much coming in here, but right there I have some growth. And over on this side, in this little nodule here, there's some growth there. And then on this one, I have a little bit right there and another little bit of growth right there. So we'll just see how those turn out. And with those peppers, those are a jalapeno pepper. I think I said that. So what I did was I watered them with tomato and vegetable fertilizer just yesterday. And this is a 15-15-30 ratio for a fertilizer, and it's made just for tomatoes and vegetables. So I did water those with the fertilizer, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it turns out because that would be amazing if it did. Next, I'm going to show you another plant that I have been overwintering as well. I dug up all these plants and put them into their own separate pots, and I brought them into the house. I put them down in the basement, same thing. I water them once every 2 weeks or so, and just enough to give them some moisture, but not a lot because I am overwintering them. So I'll show you what else I have going on. So here, these are my geraniums. Like I say, I dug these up and they're all growing quite nice. So in the next, probably not for at least another month, I would say, will I section these off and start new geranium plants. And you section them off, dip them in rooting hormone. I've had a video done on that. I'll do another video this time too. And I didn't think I had anything growing in here, but now I notice I have a little bit of green right here at the base, a couple more little sprouts of green coming in here. I was going to throw that out, but now I'm just going to leave it. This one, nothing. So that one didn't make it, and that's okay, because really, if I wouldn't have brought them in and even attempted to do this, I wouldn't have any geraniums. So then all I do with the geraniums was I just picked off these flowers, dried up flowers, and any dried up leaves, and I just pluck them off and I put them all in here, and then I compost. This is also clippings off of my pepper plants that I have, so I am just going to put this all into my compost now that I have pruned that. So these are some of the things that I like to try, and this is my first year trying the microgreens, and I mean, so far I think it's worked out well. I'm just kind of waiting for the other two, but hey, I got some kale microgreens, so I'm pretty impressed about that as well. And like with those microgreens, there are other things that I want to try, just different techniques that I want to try. And another thing is planting by the different phases of the moon. I've been reading up on that, and I mean, a lot of people that I have different things that I've read about, people will have a lot of success by planting by the moon, different phases of the moon. So if you're interested in something like that, just let me know in the comments down below different steps that you could use to follow by planting. And it's not just planting by the different phases of the moon. This also includes pruning to reduce growth and pruning to encourage growth as well. It's not just about planting. You're following different steps for doing with the phases of the moon. It's also, weeding your garden and suppressing those weeds. And another thing that you would also follow is when to transplant your plants out in the garden. And there was another bit that I was reading as well. There was a list of what vegetables, different fruits like your melons and that type of thing, and when is the best time, and they're giving you different dates depending in what region you live in, and they have a list of what dates to follow when you're planting, and it goes alphabetically down the list from beans all the way to zucchini. So if you're interested in something like learning more about that, let me know in the comments down below, and I will touch base and add that to another video in the near future. So I just wanted to show you what I had going on in the winter time. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.